Okay, thanks for joining me this morning. We're going to do a demo of primarily the workflow tool, but in conjunction with the collaboration tool and of course the designer, the apps designer developer itself. So starting right off, we're going to go right to the developer. We're looking at the index page for Can You Write Me, which is the collaboration tool that it itself is developed under the apps platform. We have the index page shown. We're gonna go to the page object, and then you'll notice that there's a property called Info Collaborate, and we're gonna click on that. And what you're gonna see is the collaboration tool showing the open collaboration items for the user MikeSites. And you'll see that there is one for the index page itself, this one right here. Now we're going to click on it, and it's going to. All right, so what you're going to see is the collaboration tool pop up here, and you can see that there are actually two collaborations in progress for MikeSites, and one of them is for the index page. Now we're going to click on it, and you can see it's just a very short one, make a modification to the layout of the index page. And what you're going to see is, well, first of all, that you can upload images and make comments and so forth. But we're going to look at the comments, and that's primarily the area of interest for the adding of the workflow step. You can see there's currently 4 comments that have been added, and we're going to add another one. And you can see we could just type in a comment, image is good, and we could hit the save button, and that's all really that would happen. It would add this comment to the rest of the comments on the page. But what we're going to do is we're going to modify the workflow so that it does something else. So we double click. This is a standard feature of the system, and you'll see that yet another window pops up, and we'll get to that in a moment. All right, this is the window that helps us get to the other features, the workflow feature and other features in the system that are built in. And you can see that there's 2 of them that we're going to be interested in. This one here, the BPM page, and the other one that's labeled Page BPM. This one shows how we developed the workflow for the system, and this one here, Page BPM, allows us to specify a specific step in the workflow that we want to happen when we hit the save button. All right, we hit the BPM button, and what you're seeing is the workflow system, and you can set up workflows and queues and steps in different manners of ways. And we got one for the Brimo Corporation, and we have groups of queues that are associated with that, and we're going to select the first one. That's where we're going to be heading here. And group 1 has 3 queues in it having to do with PTO activities. Now, we're going to go to the initiate activity, and you can see that there are 3 separate queues in that area, and we're going to pick this last one that has to do with test article. And what that means is that we put in a step, a workflow step in that area that does one thing. It adds an additional collaboration item to the collaboration system. And we've just done it for testing purposes, but here's how it's set up. You can see this one is already set up, and there is an insert statement that says, hey, insert another article into the collaboration system. But normally, when you would set it up, you would pick that task from the list here, which is set up in another area, and then you'd hit the no parameters, and it would put this insert statement in. You'd save that, and then we can actually set the system so that when you save the comment, it's actually going to do this. And we are going to get out of this now, and we're going to go into the other item from that menu, which is called Page BPM, and that'll enable us to use this step when we save. So now we're going to pull up the other screen, Page BPM, and you can see that we've selected the cue group, the cue and the steps that we're going to use when we hit the Save button on the screen. So now we'll go back to the system and demonstrate that that works. Okay, so now we've returned to the collaboration application, the Can You Write Me? And we're just about to save a new comment. And what's going to happen is that it's going to save the comment, but it's also going to add a new article to a new collaboration to the list we had of 2. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then it's also, as part of the normal scheme of things, sending out emails to everybody who's in the list. Okay, so now we've added the new comment. You can see that that's gone in. And now we're going to go back to the list of collaborations, and there it is, test workflow. It added a new collaboration item. Now this was only for testing, and I'll delete it a little bit later. Okay, so we've covered, as usual, we've covered a good bit of ground on this demo, and you can see that we can link all together the developer itself, the collaboration tool, and the workflow tool. So thanks for watching the video.